I feel like men are becoming more useless to women because men can't even provide in this economy anymore. Like, if you can't provide, what can you do?
You see that? They're so focused on money that they can't even understand the value a man brings to them. Leadership, protection, emotional steadiness, problem solving. None of this counts to them because money is everything to them. That's their identity in the world. Everything is transactional.
Kind of interesting in these times of how men are just, I don't know what's in the water, but remember not too long ago when like a family was going into crisis and men just went on to, the head of the household just did whatever he needed to do, work 2 jobs and sacrifice so much and all that. Well, they're just like, I'm just gonna give up and just kind of pass it on to the woman, and the woman, wife or girlfriend, is taking on all the burden of financial responsibility and the kids. Anyways, you wonder why women are just fed up and just threw our hands up, because if like a crisis or, like I said, someone's out of a job for a temporary period, the weight and stress and burden, especially financial burden, usually falls on us because men just don't know how to be men anymore. I don't know what's in the water.
What's in the water is there are not enough women, good women, in today's world. So the economic pressures, the cultural shifts, the legal realities that a man has to face, it changed the roles. So stress is showing up differently, and women are not built to work. That added stress has got them losing their mind. But instead of looking at men, you need to look at what women do today.
And what I couldn't realize is that these niggas is just gay. They don't want to take you on dates. They don't want to do no gestures. They don't want to spend no money on you. But, hold on. But as soon as it comes to their homeboys want to do something, they so ready. Then they think when they do something slight for you, it's tricking. That is bare minimum. Get out my face with that, for real. And if you know you ain't got no money to be spending, or you don't want to spend no money on nobody, don't be trying to date around and talk to no female if you broke.
Boy, this is sad. A whole generation of women who think like this. If you're not worth spending money on it, no man will spend money on you. You look at you, you fake eyelashes, the nose ring, and then you got the nerve to question a man's sexual orientation? You are the one that's broke. And I guarantee you any man's bare minimum is still more than anything you do. And I feel sorry for you young men, because this is what you guys got. You got a whole generation of women to look forward to thinking like this.
So, I fear men today don't want to be the providers. They don't want to do this. That's the whole problem, because it's I feel like a man should be doing this, and when you bring that up to men, they get very upset, and they're like, you're after my money, and it's I'm really not. I have multiple jobs, but I do feel as a man you should be bringing that to the table. So the problem is men just don't want to do this today. They don't want to provide a nice life for a woman. They feel like they don't have to. So then people like me, I'm working multiple jobs, and I don't have time for men. I don't have time for that, because then they get you don't have time for me. You don't care to my needs. Are you paying a bill? Are you helping? I didn't think so.
Women are not the same. It has nothing to do with men. The same men you talking about from the old school is the same men you guys criticize, that you call chauvinists. And what you're talking about, there are a lot of men doing that today. There are a lot of men doing what you are talking about today. Problem is, you are not worthy of that, and nobody cares about how you feel. And we know you bring nothing to the table but a bunch of headaches.
But you know what happens when you're around a man? Even if you're prepared to pay for your own stuff, they always pay.
Yes.
Without me asking.
Do you think that's the way it should be?
Yes, because here's the thing.
Okay.
Men claim to be leaders, right?
Right?
And they think that the women are the subordinates. Well,
No, I wouldn't say that.
well,
I would just say they have a different role in a relationship.
well, here's the thing. They think women's supposed to be submissive, and they think the man is the leader. A position of leadership, you are responsible for yourself and those who you lead.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's one manly woman there. But the problem is she doesn't understand that men don't mind being providers. It's the modern women who want to waste money on stuff that just makes them feel good. Hair, makeup. If you're not filthy rich, that stuff is unnecessary. People want to eat, keep a roof over their head, and they want you to spend money on stuff they can't afford because most women are broke and they want to keep up with the Joneses. If you want that fancy lifestyle, pay for it yourself. But to expect men to pay for that lifestyle, you're crazy.
So a man who is a leader, he will take care of those who are his followers. So he's going to act in that way, no matter what. CEO, if he wants to reward his sales team or whatever, they're not asking the sales team to pay their own meals. They're providing that for them, right? That's just the behavior of a leader, right? So if I'm going, I'm prepared because I'm a boss. I'm prepared to pay for my own stuff. I'm not begging and waiting on nobody to do anything for me. But a person who has the leadership mentality, he won't let me pay for it. So it's not going to matter to me whether he pays for it or not, because I'm already prepared to do but I'm going to have a respect for him because he walks it like he talks it.
See, once again, it comes down to money. The modern world has been so domesticated that these women don't even understand the value of men. Men are more valuable than just money.
But the moment that man stops paying for you is the moment he stops liking you. Let's talk about it. It was like weekend 2 of this guy and I hanging out, and I will never forget, we are in the line of Chick-fil-A and he like lets me order first, but he's like keeping the distance, so I just pulled out my debit card and paid for my meal. And that's when I realized that the energy had shifted. Prior to that, he was paying for all of our meals, he was pursuing me, he was like trying to impress me and date me. In that moment of me paying for my Chick-fil-A, I felt like his homie.
Think about that. That man paid all the time, and the one time he didn't, she loses it. See, you can't build equity with women, but she demoted him so quick, and we all know why he didn't pay. Because he started to feel like he was being used. Many men get to the point where they start feeling used, and she tried to hide it behind, oh, I feel like he was pursuing me, but now I feel like he's my homie. How do you think he felt being used? Oh yeah, that's right. They don't care about men's feelings.
A man is not responsible to pay your bills during the dating phase. Like, y'all be letting social media get to y'all head. Y'all over there talking about, so a man can't text me what I'm doing and my rent is $3,000. Why is your rent $3,000? Why did you accumulate all that? Okay, that wasn't his fault when you decided to stay there. Okay, I don't feel like y'all want a man for real. Just say you want to sponsor. Just say you want to be a prostitute. Just say you want to sleep with a man for some money. Just say that. Just say I want to be an escort. Say that, cause real love ain't what I'm getting from this. That's not what I'm giving. That's not what it's giving. Cause it's usually give and take when it comes to relationships. So I don't know. I don't know about y'all, but I love my man, and I spoil him just as much as he spoiled me.
Now, this is what I'm talking about. We need more women telling other women like this. She called them what they really are, a 304. And that's it. All right, folks, that's it for this video. Until the next one, the truth will set you free.